Chapter 5 Haunted by Ghosts. The sound of Ben's scream echoes through the length of the pipe. He whacked the rat off his head and it landed on top of Granny, who was crawling up the pipe just behind him. "Poor little rat," she said. "Be gentle with it, dear. But he was here first. Now come on, we have to hurry. The sleeping tonic chocolate cake I gave the guards will be wearing off very soon." The pair crawled further up the pipe. It was wet and slippery and it smelled awful. Unfortunately for Ben and Granny, it turns out that ancient poo does still pong. After a while, Ben could see a shaft of grey in all the black. It was the end of the tunnel at last. He hauled himself out of the ancient stone privy and then reached down the pipe to help his Granny clamber out. They were covered from head to toe in disgustingly stinky black slime. Standing inside the cold dark toilet, Ben spied a glassless window in the wall. They clambered through this and landed on the cold wet grass of the tower's courtyard below. For a few moments they lay there, gazing up at the moon and the stars. Ben reached out and held Granny's hand. She squeezed it tight. "This is amazing," said Ben. "Come on, dear," she whispered. "We've barely started yet." Ben stood up and helped Granny to her feet. The old lady immediately started unwrapping the cling film that she had waterproofed her handbag with. This took several minutes. "I think I may have overdone the cling film. Still, better safe than sorry." Eventually, the mile-long roll of cling film was off, and Granny took out a map Ben had cut out of a book in the school library, so the two unlikely thieves could locate the jewel house. It was eerie being inside the Tower of London courtyard at night. The tower is said to be haunted by the ghosts of people who died there. Over the years, several guards have run away in terror, claiming that at the dead of night they had seen the ghosts of various historical figures who had died there. Now, though, there was something even stranger roaming the courtyard. Granny in a wetsuit. "This way," hissed Granny, and Ben followed her down a walled passage. Ben's heart was beating so fast he thought it was going to explode. After a few minutes, they were standing outside Jewel House overlooking Tower Green and the monument to those who were beheaded or hanged there. Ben wondered if he and Granny would be executed if they were caught stealing the crown jewels, and a shiver ran down his spine. Two beefeaters were laying on the ground, snoring loudly. Their immaculate black and red uniforms, emblazoned with ER, were becoming spoiled on the wet ground. Granny's herbal sleeping tonic and the chocolate cake had worked, but for how long?